Yeah, I was just saying that this land here is about 2.5 acres. Actually, it's a little bit more than that. They never really measured it, but they believe it's 2.5 acres. It was donated to us by a local, one of the elderly men around this community, because his 2 grandchildren have been benefiting from Maisha for the last 2 years from our feeding program. And one time he was passing by here, and he stopped by and seen me and a bunch of college students from America serving, and we were building the kitchen and making our hands dirty. And he was very impressed. He said that, how can people come all the way from the US to come do this in our backyard? And we have our own people. And then he said, my children live in Nairobi and they have good jobs, and they never even send a single cent to support their children, and their children come and eat at Maisha. But the feeding program actually was in trouble last summer because we were caught by the health department serving kids. They just sit out in the dirt.
Yes.
We can afford to give them food.
Yes.
They just sit out in the dirt, and when it rains, it's muddy, it's close to the cow pen, ticks, you know.
Yes.
So it was very unhealthy. So the Department of Health was about to close us down. And then he heard about that, and he said that he has space here. If we can raise the money to build whatever we want in it, he will give us land. And that is just a form of saying thank you to what we are doing. And he's mad at his children because his children are in Kenya and are doing nothing. But he wanted to prove that even Kenyans, we can, they can be a part of the community and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so we promised that if we have the land, we are going to build a dining hall. And at the time, we were only going to focus to raise money to build just a dining hall so we can transfer the feeding program here and have a space for the children to sit and eat, clean place, tables and stuff like that.
300 children?
About 280, 250 to 300. Yeah. When there's good meals, they know, so they come more. When it's just beans and corn like that, it's like 250 or less. But if it's rice and beans, you all of a sudden see a lot of them. But so our goal was just to build the dining hall. And then when we broke ground, we already had vision because there's about 60 children around here that don't go to school because kindergarten, school starts from grade 1 around here. The nearest kindergarten is in Chiga, like 2.5 hours away. So we thought it would be wise, while we're starting to build, just build something at first to accommodate all the things we are doing. So we broke ground to build the dining hall, and immediately we were also empowering. We are working with 37 HIV/AIDS patients, not patients but widows.
Yes.
Who we are empowering.
Local here?
Yeah, here at Maisha. On this, all those ones you've seen serving us, and many of them, they come here in the afternoon and do stuff. We buy for them like sewing machines, and we teach them how to, do tailoring. And as Pastor Brian was telling you earlier, we give them microfinance loans, $50 to start like selling tomatoes or selling vegetable or corn, whatever they want to do.
Yeah.
But we just give them that upfront money because we want to invest in the lives of the children, so we don't want to teach them to be beggars.
Yes.
One of my friends always say that in Kenya, missionaries come to teach people how to die. We don't teach them how to live,
Yes.
And so we want to teach people how to live here by empowering them to do stuff for themselves. So we decided to build a kindergarten, a dining hall, and then upstairs is going to be income generating activity hall where the women can have a space, train them and stuff like that. And then just to get started, we want to pull those children that we have here at the rescue center from those clean environment. We want to give them dormitories here so that they can live here on the campus and have a better life. But this land was actually it was a seed that was planted by one of the local people here. It only costed us $65.
That's right. And a trip to Nairobi.
And a trip to Nairobi paid by you. So
I mean, it won't stop there now.
No.
Yes.
Now you have it moving.
Momentum.
Yeah.
This was a step towards the right direction.
Yeah. And actually 2 weeks ago he came back, and this adjacent space here, he said, I want to give you more land. You see that space? It's all yours. Just let me know when you want it. Then I asked him, as in I want it when to buy or to what? No, it's all yours. It's for what you want to do in it.
So this may be where we could do some crops and
I think it's important.
yeah. So, but there's good buy-in on the community and on Maisha on the program that to do sustainable work.
Yeah.
The chickens now, the new program with the
We
chickens
bought for
and the
them
eggs.
how many? Like 5?
There were
Four or five.
Four.
And then we came this time and they had like 38. So they really want to do something for themselves. They've been paralyzed.
And they have the eggs.
They have the eggs
nesting?
now.
lay.
Yeah,
Oh,
they lay
this is-
eggs.
they're
and-
laying
then
Uh-huh.
hatch.
Yeah,
they
they
hatch.
Oh yes.
So the chicks
Yes.
around 15.
Yeah,
From one
Yes.
hen.
hen.
Yeah.
Another has around.
They
eight.
they have like 6 hens that are hatching. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, so we just learned that when we started we were really afraid about giving handouts here. But we started to see when we started to empower them that we want you to do it for yourself, you know,
Exactly.
and give them the tools they need.
Yeah.
We realized that they are actually hungry to do this, you know. We thought it's difficult, like, oh
Well, you
yeah,
can create leadership locally
That's right.
that will build this. You know, because they communicate to each other, and if you get the leadership, it takes time.
Yeah.
But you know, of course, everybody's in a hurry, and I am too, to speed it up. But I would love to see trees around the perimeter. You know, bananas and everything
yeah.
grown here. Everything.
Well, and you see over here, you see the tree line that by the road.
Yes, it's
Okay,
beautiful.
that came all the way, but because of the new power line they're bringing in, then they were
the
required to
expansion of
cut
the
this down.
Yeah.
So it'll have to be replanted and put a new tree line in. So, but
And this whole fence has been done within a week by our South African men who are here.
That's a very good fence.
Yeah.
yeah,
They put it up in 1 week.
Oh, excellent.
Going north, they came in and put a fence and went back to South Africa.
Oh, the volunteers from South Africa.
yes,
Yeah,
all
they put-
volunteer.
Yeah, moving north.
Yeah,
Yeah, they actually pitched tents there.
yeah, they put tents there and they lived here.
That's incredible.
Yeah. So it's really
Well, this is
amazing.
very clean. I love it here.
Yeah, it's great. This is a good project.
It's still a
after
really
this
young
morning,
project.
This is
Yeah.
clean water and land. Let's
That's
go.
right. That's right.
Now, is there enough water to even think about getting some water out for the seedlings and plants? Could you
Well,
irrigate?
sure, there is, but also we'd look at drilling more.
Yeah.
You know, it's a matter of
Drilling more, and then
resources,
we-
but
Rain catchment.
We
This
have
is
a
going
plan
to
of
give us.
actually
Right,
harvesting
Oh,
water.
yes.
Yeah.
Everything you can do with water.
that's right. That's right. So there's 4 wells in the village now from this previous project, and you know, it's a matter of resources, but definitely we can bring more into the community.
So how this well is extremely well used. How is it a bored well or drilled? How deep is it? That kind of thing.
It's 60
drill.
feet.
Yeah. Is it bored? Big?
No.
Oh, it's just drilled.
Yeah,
So
drilled.
it's got lots of water.
Yeah,
That's
it's
very-
never stopped pumping
That's
water.
very important.
Yeah, it's good.
And they
water.
went 60 feet deep,
Yeah.
and it just broke. You see that little blue plastic thing they put on the top?
Yes.
It just kind of like, I think because of pumping it constantly
Yeah.
all day long, it just started to kind of like spill water, but we already called the local people here and they're coming to fix it. And what we requested for them to train the local men here
Yes.
how it can be fixed or
And
maintained.
keep it running.
Yeah.
Right.
maintain.
So that
And how
every
to
time,
keep it absolutely sealed and clean.
Sure.
Yeah.
yeah,
You can't let the animals next to it.
yeah.
I think I saw them carry the food in.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, I think so.